What is up, guys? Welcome to a new commentary video for you. In this workout we do chest and back, as you saw by the title. First off, I just want to apologise for my lack of content the last 1 to 2 weeks. The injury I mentioned in my last commentary was actually worse than I expected, so that's why I've literally been in bed for the last 2 weeks or so. But I'm back now. Monday, Wednesday and Friday videos will definitely be on this week and every week after. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so as you see here, we just started with a warm-up of 2 times 20 reps of just the bar, so 20 kg or 44 pounds, just to get the joints moving, get the muscles nice and warm and ready to go. After that we moved on to 4 sets of 70 kg, which we'll see in a minute. And for the first set we did 12 reps, then second set ended up doing 10, another 10 for the third set, and then finally 8 for the last set. Felt really good. Obviously my strength isn't quite where it was at before due to the injury, and just being careful and making sure that wasn't going to damage anything. That also explains why the form wasn't 100% here. And when I say form, I mean I think the form was alright, just wasn't going as low as I possibly could for that same reason. So yeah, just being careful, easing back into it, getting back into the heavier sort of region, but not like my 90s, 95s, 100s that I was doing before. So yeah, felt good. Definitely a good chest workout. Nice to be on the bench. This is probably the best exercise that aggravated the injury least, so it's definitely a good place to start and nice fresh on a Monday morning. So yeah, it was a good exercise. Stayed at 70 kg, didn't go up, didn't go down, just had to stay focused on keeping the form there and making sure, as I said, that I didn't get injured any further. After this we moved on to cable flyers, as you are seeing here. So for this, the first set was 35 pounds. Moved up to 45 for the rest of the sets. So I've just put 20 kg in there, that's each side. I wanted to keep it consistent. Again, this was more aggravating to the injury because obviously if I let one side go further back, did anything too fast, or it could quite easily twinge that back. The injury is actually on the left side of my back, so you can imagine if, like I said, if one of the sides went back further than the other, it could be a problem. So I kept it quite light. As I said, 35 pounds for the first set, 45 for the next 3, and did 12 reps in total for each. A quick tip for this, obviously my form isn't great, again because of the injury, but if you saw from the front angle view, which I think it will switch back to in a second, yeah, here we go. I'm not sure if I did it in all the reps, but for some of the reps, you want to focus on moving your pinky up, so making sort of a V out of your fists. Let's see if we do it here. Yeah, so as you can see there, we just brought the pinky up. I should also be holding it at the top for a bit longer and squeezing the chest a bit more. That was what I'd normally do for a set, and it would be heavier of course as well, and maybe slightly lower reps, but for this set, just a lot of focus on the injury. So moving on to incline dumbbell press. Another 4 sets of this, 10 to 12 reps. The actual reps I managed to achieve were 12, 10, 12, 12. Don't know what happened there on the second set, but I managed to get it back up to 12 for the third and fourth. If you've seen my training tips video about bench press, how you roll your shoulder blades back and make sure you've got your elbows at a 45-degree angle, it's very important to do it for this exercise as well, if not more important, because especially if you're going too heavy and you drop a dumbbell that goes down further than you wanted it to, it can easily lead to injury. So definitely try that out. If you haven't seen that video and you're wondering what I'm talking about, just go and check it out in my playlist, the how-to training tips playlist. It's called Perfect Bench Press Form, so yeah, go check that out. As you can see here, I'm using the foam roller just to try and warm that back up. I've got my jumper back on to keep my muscles warm, obviously because of the injury. Sorry for the weird faces I've been putting here, but felt good and bad at the same time. I think those faces were necessary. Yeah, so with my usual split on this day, it would be 3 chest exercises, 3 back exercises, and then a session of abs. But again, due to the injury, and especially considering it was on my back, I did only 2 exercises for the back, the ones that I thought were going to sort of aggravate at least, but still kind of get it working again and get it used to training. So I did a V-bar cable rows first, and the number of reps for that were 20 on 75 pounds, 16 on 115 pounds, and 20 at 90 pounds. So if you just look at the screen now, if you see I roll my shoulder blades back, like I spoke about for chest, it's really good to do this for back as well, because it's going to keep your back activated the whole time, whereas if you're leaning all the way forward, pulling all the way back, giving your body a chance, your muscles a chance to rest at the bottom when you're fully extended. I might start doing my commentaries with a little picture of me in the bottom so I can show you what I'm talking about, but hopefully you can sort of imagine what I'm trying to explain here. So yeah, just keeping them rolled back is going to leave the back muscles under tension for longer, which is obviously going to help them to grow, help them to activate longer, and ultimately get them to do what you want. So definitely try that for both chest and back if you haven't before. And yeah, that's it for this exercise. The final exercise of the workout was rear dumbbell flies, literally at just 5 kg each side, again because of the injury, trying to just work it all back in, get used to working out again. Did 3 sets, I don't know if I mentioned, I only did 3 sets rather than 4 on the last 2 exercises, again because it was back. But yeah, this is just a simple 20-24 reps with like a 15-20 second break in between each set, just a nice little burn at the end of the workout. Feeling pretty good at this point. I was happy to be back in the gym and excited to get in there for the rest of the week. So that's pretty much it for this commentary, guys. Thanks for listening and watching. One quick tip on this exercise actually. If you see here, it's quite a similar movement to rear delt flies or rear delt exercises. The key thing here to make sure you're targeting your back rather than your rear delts is to keep a constant bend in your elbow, not keeping your arm straight, as you can see here. And what that allows your body to do is you squeeze your back muscles at the top a lot more, like as if you've got a can in there that you're trying to squeeze. Whereas with a straight arm, and especially with a pronated hand rather than a neutral grip, and yeah, again, I'm definitely going to video myself next time on next week's commentary so I can show you what I'm saying. But basically, with the grips, pronated is palms facing down, neutral grip is palms facing each other, and supinated grip is when your palms are facing up. So if you're doing the same movement but with straight arms and a pronated grip, you're really going to be targeting and isolating those rear delts a lot more. Whereas with the neutral grip and a slight bend in the elbow, making sure again that your shoulders are somewhat retracted, not so much as in the last exercise, but definitely want to retract them a little bit and just squeeze them at the top, hold it at the top, and again imagine you're crushing a can. That's going to really help the mind-body connection and get those muscles doing what you want them to do. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Any suggestions, comments are welcome. Have a good day.